Connecting the Roads of Rural Nevada. Presented by the Nevada Rural Transit Association and sponsored by the Nevada's Governor's Council on Developmental Disabilities.
Welcome to Nevada Rural Transit Association's Getting Started in Travel Training. This is a part of a video training series that teaches the natural support team the skills needed to teach travel training to people in their circle of care. Travel training is developed to assist people with disabilities and seniors to gain the needed abilities to use public transportation so that they can travel independently. Another benefit of this program is that this training can be used on behalf of anyone who doesn't have previous experience with transportation and would like to begin using public transit services. The travel trainer will be a member of the potential student's natural support team. Now, these are people who are family, friends, and others who have regular and meaningful interaction with the potential student. Now, if you would like to know more about the purpose of travel training, please watch the video Introduction to Travel Training. Now, when an individual makes it known to their natural support team that they would like to become an independent traveler, then it would be wise for members of the team to have a meeting and to make a plan. The team would then have to pick a trainer who is patient, flexible, and creative. The travel trainer will need to be committed to provide quality service with a heightened level of care and sensitivity to the trainee. They must be respectful of the fears and concerns that the trainee has, and be willing to assist the trainee to work through these barriers. Now, although you, the trainer, is typically going to know the trainee personally, it is still important that the trainer uphold the confidentiality rights of the trainee and keep their personal information confidential to the greatest extent possible. Now, it is the suggested best practice not to discuss personal matters or information in public areas. Medical, legal, or financial advice should not be discussed in a public setting. Now, if you are just a trainer and not a family member, your liability may increase by giving advice or discussing personal matters in a public setting. A potential conflict of interest can occur when personal arrangements for transportation are made with the trainees outside the scope of your duties as a trainer, or if you as a trainer will receive personal gain in this position. Now, this could be the case even if the trainer is a family member or a close friend. Trainers will not use, with or without personal or monetary gain, any information gleaned from or about a trainee. Now, when a trainee decides to pursue independent travel, the trainer must use clear and understandable language in an accessible format to inform the trainee of the nature and the purpose of the training, the risks that are involved, and the time frame and extent of the instruction. It should also be clear that the trainee has the right to withdraw from the training if he or she desires to do so. Now, while it's important to establish a positive rapport with the trainee, it's equally important to remember that the travel training has a definite beginning and an end. Now, trainees may expect or desire to have the trainer accompany them after independent travel has been achieved, and trainers should clearly explain the purpose and the limits of this training experience. Now, this conversation is best to be had at the beginning of training, but it may become necessary and even beneficial to reiterate the boundaries throughout the training process. The trainer will provide training only to the level of the trainer's ability. The trainer must not misrepresent his role or competence level to the trainee or to the natural support team. If, during training, it becomes apparent that the needs of the trainee exceed the abilities of the trainer, he should suspend training and report back to the team. They can then reconvene and discuss how to proceed. They may have to find a more qualified person to become the trainer or a more fitting training program. And sometimes, sadly, training may be insufficient, and the team may discover that the individual cannot complete trips without assistance. The individual may still be able to use public transportation, but they may need a demand response service rather than a routed service. Or they will need to have a PCA, also known as a personal care attendant, to travel with them to assure their safe completion of their trips. Now, travel agencies deal with these matters regularly. Contact your local transit agencies for more information on their policies using demand response and PCAs. Now, look in the appendix of the Rural Travel Training Guidebook and on the website www.nvruraltransitassociation.org, where there are user-ready sample forms that you should look at and consider using for the basis of your training course.